Okay, today's lesson is how to divide decimals by decimals. So write the topic. Let's look at the first example. 7 and 2/10 divided by 6/10. Now let's put this as a fraction. This will be our numerator. 7 and 2/10 divided by this line is the same as division. So it's a divided by 6/10. Now we call the numerator in division, we call this number the dividend. And we call this number the divisor. Okay? Now let's put this division problem in a box. So we go to our rough work. We put this number, the dividend, inside 7 and 2/10, and the divisor we put it outside. For us to divide decimals by decimals, we need to make the divisor a whole number. How do we make it a whole number? We move the decimal point one place to the right. So there is one place here, so we move it one place. We move the decimal point to this end. We do the same thing here. We move it one place. Whatever you do down here, you do up here. You move it one place, so you move it one place. Now you write it over. You write it neatly. This is now going to be 6. We disregard the 0. This will be 6 and this will be 72. Alright? You can put the decimal point if you want, but if not, you can just leave it out because right now we don't need it since it's a whole number. We start dividing. 6 into 7 gives us 1. So we divide the same way we divide whole numbers. And 1 times 6 gives us 6. We minus 7 minus 6 is 1. We bring down the 2. Now we divide again. 6 into 12. How many 6s in 12? That is 2. 2 times 6 is 12. We minus. That gives us 0, 0. Now our answer is going to be 7 and 2/10 divided by 6/10 equals 12. Okay? Now let's look at another example. We say 8 and 64 hundredths divided by 1 and 2/10. Again, we put this as a fraction. So this will be 8 and 64 hundredths divided by 1 and 2/10. This is the divisor. This is the dividend. There is one decimal place on the divisor, so we move the decimal point one place to the right. We do the same thing up here. There are two decimal places, but here we only move it one, so here we only move it one as well. One decimal place. Okay? Now this is going to be 86 and 4/10 divided by 12. Now you go to your rough work and you do it, you put it in the division box. So the dividend goes inside and the divisor goes outside. So this will be 12. 12 into 8 cannot, so we put a 0. We combine the 8 and the 6. 12 into 86 is going to give you 7 times. 7 times 12 is going to be 86. Sorry, not 86. It's going to be 84. Now 6 minus 4 gives us 2. 8 minus 8 is 0. We bring down the 4. We divide again. 12 into 24 is going to give us 2. Make sure that you put the answer exactly above the number. 2 times 12 is 24. We minus we get 0, 0. Now we move the decimal point exactly above on the quotient. Alright? So our answer is now going to be 8 and 64 hundredths divided by 1 and 2 tenths equals 7 and 2 tenths. That's our answer. Alright? Now the last example. Let's look at the last example. Let's look at 4 and 15 hundredths divided by 25 hundredths. Again, we put this as a fraction. 4 and 15 hundredths divided by 25 hundredths. There are 2 decimal places on the divisor. So we move the decimal point 2 places to the right. The same thing that we do in the divisor, we do in the dividend. We move the decimal point 2 places to the right. So now we draw our division box. The dividend is going to be now 415. Alright, you can put the decimal point there. And this is now going to be a whole number, 25. Alright, 25 divided by 4 cannot, so we put a 0. We combine these two numbers. 25 into 41 is going to be 1. There is 125 in 41. 1 times 25 gives us 25. We minus 1, take away 5, cannot, so you need to regroup. Regroup means you take 1 from the 4, so the 4 remains 3, and that one, you place it there. That's a 10. This is now going to be 11. 11 minus 5 gives you 6. 3 minus 2 gives you 1. Now you bring down the 5. 165. How many 25s in 165? Let's find out. Let's add the divisor. 25 plus 25 gives us 50. 50 plus 25 gives us 75. 75 plus 25 gives us 100. 100 plus 25 gives us 125. 125 plus 25 gives us 150. And 150 plus 25 would give us 175. Now 175 is too big for 165, so we use 150. Okay, we put that 150 down here. And now we count how many 25s we added up to 150. So we start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 25s up to 150. So that will be 6. 6 times 25 is 150. We subtract 5 minus 0, 6 minus 5, and 1 minus 1. Now you have 15 remainder. In this case, what we do is we have the decimal point there and we add a 0. Okay, we bring down that 0 and we place it there. 150. How many 25s in 150? We just got it here and it's 6.
No.
Let's see.
Then 6.
6. 6 times 25 is 150. We minus. Now we move up the decimal point exactly above. So my answer will be 16. My answer, 4 and 15 hundredths divided by 25 hundredths equals to 16 and 6 tenths. Okay? And that's your answer. Make sure that you copy each example and you go over it.